Papyrus will make sure the human Frisk gets to school safely. Goodbye, Sans. Don't get the Queen troubles.
Bye, bro.
So, Sans, we are alone now. You know what that means.
Why, Tori, I think I do.
He's a purebred.
How cute!
Wow, a dog made out of bread.
Oh my gosh, Sans, just stop! By the way, you forgot your briefcase!
Oh, so this is the thanks I get for working overtime.
Overtime?!
Okay, sitting down, bro? Tonight's story is not Fluffy Bunny. It's a story called The Ugly Skeleton. Once there was an ugly skeleton. He was so ugly that everyone died. The end.
Sans, that was horrible! It didn't help me feel better at all!
Papyrus, the moral of the story is you're not ugly. Nobody's dead.
I don't understand. Maybe I can do this later. What? Sans!
Oh my gosh, you're procrastinating!
What? No, I'm not!
Yes, you are! I knew you had it in you.
No! I'm not lazy!
It's destiny!
No!
It runs in the family.
No!
Yes.
No!
Yes! Welcome to the dark side!
No!
And that's how I turned my bro into a workaholic.
You freaking jerk!
You would have a bad time.
You sexy jerk!
Thank you.
Sans! What? No, I'm not! What's with this British accent that I'm giving him all of a sudden? The paper freaking changes. That's beautiful.
Creatures like us wouldn't hesitate to kill each other if we got in each other's way. So that's why. Hey, no hard feelings about back then, right? Hey, what are you doing? Back off! I've changed my mind about all this. This isn't a good idea anymore. You should go back. This place is fine the way it is. Okay, Clara, are you ready? Do your creepy face. What? You're not gonna do it again. Come on, quit tricking me. Stop making that creepy face. This isn't funny. You've got a sick sense of humor. Oh no.
Frisk!
Huh?
Hey.
Sans, I'll put up with all your shenanigans, but seriously, no sneaking into my room.
Sorry, buddy. Didn't mean to intrude, just...
Ah, forget it. It's nothing. I'll just let you get back to sleep.
Sans. I'll always be here for you. And you'll always be here for me too. Right? I'd be very lost without you.
Of course. I'll always have a shortcut home for you. Frisk. Looks like it's just you and me tonight, kid.
Indeed. I hope Papyrus has a good time doing night training Fundine.
Hey, knock knock.
Who's there?
Wanda.
Wanda who?
Wanda hear a story?
How could I say no to one of your stories? What is this time's story about?
It's an adventure about a human.
Delightful! I can't wait to find out what happens.
Okay. Let me get comfy, kid. There once was a little human who fell into her dream.
Oh? What kind of human were they?
A cute little sweetheart. Just like you, kiddo.
Right.
The little girl found herself in a strange world she'd never seen before. She didn't know why she was there, and she felt very lost. But she was determined to find her way. Before the human got to her feet, a large, lonely monster approached her and asked her to stay.
It was lonely? What a pity.
The kid thought so too, but she had to go. So she talked to the monster, filled its lonely heart with assurance, and bid it farewell. As the human started on her journey, she met another monster.
And was that monster friend or foe?
I like to think he was a humorous chap.
Well then, it sounds like luck was on her side.
So the little girl asked the monster where she was, and the monster told her she was in the land of her dreams. The little girl told the monster she needed to find her way, and the monster said he'd be her compass.
Wow, that was awfully kind of them.
Well, she was a really special kid, and the monster knew that. But the little girl's dream was a dangerous world. It was filled with monsters that wanted to hurt her, and the pair met a lot of them. The first monster the two came across was looking for his lost puzzle piece. He thought that he could use the human instead of the missing piece, so he tried to capture her.
What did she do?
The human helped the monster find his lost puzzle piece, and a friendship filled his heart. He decided she was a good friend and let her pass. Next, the two met a monster who was determined to defeat the little girl.
Ah, well, monsters can be quite determined too.
Right. The monster was determined to kill the kid. But the kid took hold of their determination and changed it into passion that filled the monster's heart. After that, the two ran into a pair of monsters who wanted to play a game with the small human.
That sounds like fun.
The little girl danced and played their game with them, filling their hearts with admiration and confidence. The last monster the little girl and her guide ran into was like no other monster the girl had seen. He was overwhelming and powerful, but his heart was filled with sadness. But when the monster went to fight her, the little human leapt into his arms and embraced him, dispersing all his sadness and filling his heart with hope. They finally reached the door that would wake the girl from her dream.
Stop! Wait! I don't get it.
Huh? Get what, kid?
The girl helped the other monsters, but she never did anything for her guide. Why did he take care of her?
Because she filled his heart with love. Because he loved her very much, kid. Kid, don't go. We don't need to be free if that means losing you.
Do not be sad. I have never felt so much love or determination. I thank you for helping me get here. I can finally set you all free.
Because he was in love with her soul.
Huh? Why? I still don't get it.
Anyway, the two finally got to the door, but the monster was sad to see her leave. If she woke up, her dream would disappear, and she would forget all about him. When he told her this, the little girl promised she would never forget him, and that she loved him. The monster said he believed her, and let her walk through the door.
Did the girl keep her promise?
She remembered him for a little bit. Maybe a day, maybe even a week. But life was complex and filled with exciting new things. The girl eventually forgot about the monster.
But, Sans, that's tragic to say the least.
Not all endings are happy, kid. It's just how things work sometimes. What would you have done, kiddo?
Me? Well, if I were her, I would never forgive my love for everyone. I would never break that promise. I would never forget that I love you, Sans.
I love you too, kiddo. Let me tell you something. You know I don't like promises. But I might have to make an exception for that last one you made. I sure hope you don't ever forget it.
Hey kid, what's shaking?
Oh, hi Sans. I'm just practicing my pun jokes. Want to hear some?
Sure, knock me dead.
Well, I've been thinking, you know how you wear those slippers all the time?
Yup.
Well, maybe you'd be more comfortable in a pair of moccasins.
Okay, that was pretty good.
I got another one for you. What's Temmie's fave instrument?
I don't know. What?
A tambourine. Hi, I'm Bob.
Oh man, you're getting too good at this, Frisk.
What in the world is going on here? What's with all the laughter? Oh, hi, Papyrus. I'd tell you, but I think you'd find it quite papyrus-terous. Oh my god, Sans.
Holy crap, my sides.
What have you done to Frisk?
I have never been so proud.
Yeah? Sans, is it just me, or do you look a little rounder than usual? Are you feeling alright?
Yeah, I'm okay. Well, actually, I do feel a little odd. I think I'm coming down with the Friskles. Hope I don't give him a femur.
Yeah! Sans, Frisk texted me saying he was trapped in a cage, and you'd know more about it. Is this true?
Actually, yes. He has been caged. Rib-caged, at least.
Hi, Mom! Oh, how funny and cute! You know, Sans, that's kind of an inside joke.
You sure about that, Tori? I thought it was brought out just fine.
Why must the great Papyrus
Really?
suffer this?
I thought it was all caged up. Good one.
I wonder if they're ever going to go out on a date or something. Okay, Sans, I've got the stopwatch. To prove you're the master of puns, you have to say as many random puns as you can within a minute. It can be any pun you want it to be. You just have to think of them as fast as you can.
Is that it? That's easy enough. I was born to do this. Okay, kid. Time me.
Well, you seem determined enough. Okay, and go!
Did you hear about the guy who got hit in the head by a can of soda? He's lucky it was a soft drink. Police were called to a daycare where the kids were resisting arrest. A man once assaulted me with milk, cream, and butter. How dare he of him? My friend's bakery burned down last week. Now their business is toast. I couldn't remember how to throw a boomerang, but then it came back to me. I'm glad I know sign language. It's pretty handy. Did you ever try to eat a clock? It's really time-consuming. Back when William joined the army, he didn't like it when they said fire at will. I used to have a fear of hurdles, then I got over it. The guy who invented the door knocker got a Nobel Prize. I always trust a glue salesman. They always stick to their word. The first time I used an elevator was really uplifting, but then it let me down. Don't trust people that do acupunctures. They're backstabbers. Did you know novice pirates are bad singers? They can never hit the high seas. I once heard a funny joke about amnesia. Too bad I forgot how it goes. Sleep comes really naturally to me. I can do it with my eyes closed. I heard of a crime that happened on a parking garage. It was wrong on so many levels. I was once struggling on how lightning works. Then it struck me. Did you hear about those new reversible jackets? I can't wait to see how they turn out. I tried wearing tight jeans once, but I can never pull it off. I'd like to tell you a joke about infinity, but it doesn't have an ending. The conversation between the brain surgeon and the anesthetist was mind-numbing. If you killed dubstep, would that make it a deadbeat? I saw a tree creating energy once. Must have been a power plant. If a dog was computer literate, would his bark be worse than his bite? My favorite rapper is the Easter Bunny. He really knows how to hip-hop. I knew of a crime that involved lampshades, but the police had never shed the light on who was the thief. I saw a sign on a music store. It said, "Bach in a minute." A lawyer once sued a coffin maker. It was an open and shut case. I once heard of a story of the most quietest burglars. They were known for being criminal masterminds. A chemistry teacher couldn't handle a situation. He needed to find his element. I never took an elevator to a basement floor before. That's just beneath me. I wouldn't recommend going to a party full of shy people. They're always a bashful group. When it comes to big armchairs, I have this deep-seated fear. How does a card player party? That is easy. They shuffle. The railway had a safety problem, but it tries to cover its tracks. Gravediggers never die. They just get buried in their work.
And done. Wow, Sans, you really are a pun master. That was amazing. That has to be some sort of world record or something.
Thanks, kid. We're nothing.
Hey, you okay, Sans?
Oh, sure. I just a little scrambled. That was a lot to put out at once, you know?
Sans! And that's what happened. Is he going to be okay? Ha. So that's what happened. Don't worry, my human buddy. I know exactly what's going on. You do? Yup. Unfortunately, too many puns means he overthought himself, which also means he's going to be even more of a lazy bones today. But no worries, human friend. Once he wakes up, he'll be his normal, pun-like self. Good. Next time we should pun it down a bit.
It's a beautiful day outside. Birds are blooming. Flowers are singing. Fuck.
Oh my god!
Normally I'd probably laugh myself, but seeing the circumstances, I'm not.
I can't stop laughing. I can't believe you said that.
Why don't we just get to the point? Get on! Damn it, did it again. Oh well. Kinda funny though, once I think about it. Though, gotta make sure to get it right next time. There's one thing I don't think I'll ever understand. You all make me so friendly to Frisk. Yeah, I get it, we became friends, but best friends? I wouldn't say I'd go that far. Sure, we had fun times. I prank him and he'd take it like a good sport, but I wouldn't say we were that close. So what's with all this emotional stuff about us? As if we were siblings or something. I care for the kid, but not like that. I mean, if it weren't for Tori making me keep that promise in the beginning, we all know what would have happened,
them.
Right?
Will you not?
He wouldn't be here for anyone to say we're that close in any type of friendship. Kid's cool, and I liked how he's determined and all, but honestly, where is this all coming from? Sure, I looked after them as you promised, but I don't remember honestly being that friendly to him. Just giving advice? Sure, he likes my puns, tolerates my pranks, but could you honestly say we're... Huh? Hey, kid. What's up? You, did you want to show me something? Or something?
Uh-huh.
Did you make this for me?
Uh-huh.
Wow. Great job. I really love it. Well, I think I understand now. I feel like a big douchebag, but I think I get it. And you know what? I don't think I have a problem with it.
You don't know where you are, yet somehow this place seems familiar to you. You look around, but all you can see is darkness. All of a sudden, you feel a bunch of sins crawling up your back.
Hello, friend.
Kara!
How flattering. You remembered my name.
What do you want?
You know what I want.
No, I don't.
Don't be a fool. You have both the key to destruction or peace. You know which one I'm after, right?
You can't get my determination.
We'll soon see about that, when no one comes to your aid. In the end, I'm still here. Go ahead. Call for help. Yell for help. See how good it really does you. As a friend, I can show you the truth.
You call out for help, but nobody came.
As I suspected, nobody is here to protect you. Not your friends, not your family, no one. In the end, things will reset, won't they? They always do. But next time, you won't be getting your happy ending anymore.
It's all but a bad dream, right? Frisk, stay determined. You immediately wake up. You're sweaty and a bit shaken. You feel like there is more to that dream. The birds are chirping. The sun is shining. It's morning. It's so calm. You feel nothing. I don't want to reset. I don't want to reset everything again. Or he'll come back for me. Eventually. Do you want to get up and be with your friends? No. But Frisk, it's such a beautiful day outside. You don't feel like getting up. The dream is stuck into your mind. You're afraid of what may happen. Breakfast is ready.
About time. The great Papyrus was getting overly hungry. Beyond hungry.
Yeah, I was feeling empty myself.
Well, the wait is over. I hope you boys enjoy. Actually, speaking of boys, where's Frisk? He's always up. Sometimes he's up before me watching TV.
I hope he's not taking on your trait of being a lazy bone, Sans.
How flattering. I always wanted to pass on something to someone.
I don't think that's something to be proud of.
Actually, Sans. Could you go get Frisk? See what he's up to? Boy needs to eat too. You two hang out a lot. I'm sure he doesn't mind you being in his room.
Okay, I'll go get the little guy. Then again, I always found it hard to say no to you, Tori.
Oh, thank you so much, Sans.
Hey kiddo, time to wake up. Normally I'm the lazy bones, and I know how it is when you don't feel like moving. But breakfast is... ready?
You didn't realize someone was coming in. Sans hears your cries, though is obviously seen even when you try to cover your eyes. He sees the tears going down your face. Sans just stands there. It's silent in the room. You try to keep your cries down. Sans' eyes go black. He's thinking of something.
Frisk, what's wrong? Why are you crying like that? Did something happen? Tell me.
Do you wish to tell Sans of your dream? Yes. You tell Sans everything. Everything you dreamed, to what Kara told you. He listens carefully. However, over time, he starts to understand more and more. He now understands on your level. His grin changes. He's more serious now.
I'm scared, Sans. I don't want that to happen.
Yeah, Frisk, that's tough. Listen, I know you don't want it to happen. I don't want it to happen either. Just don't reset things. That's not hard for you.
But what if it happens anyway? Beyond even my control. Is that possible? Can everything just reset by itself? Or by a greater power?
I get what you're getting at. Listen, I know about this stuff. I was even afraid myself that you'd reset things. But seeing how happy we all were, I wouldn't imagine you would. Even now, you don't want to. But you do have a point. I've studied a long time ago about different timelines, time and space, resets, by a friend. Details aren't important, but somehow, yes, it can be possible. But it's not as what you think.
What do you mean?
What I mean is, it's kind of complicated to really explain. Took me years just to, well, understand it all myself, but what I'm trying to say is, this timeline will always exist, even if it's reset. We're on just one of many dimensional planes, another time and space, but it'll always exist. Just like if you were bad, that Frisk still exists too. So, if you were to reset, maybe you would feel it, but in a sense, you would still be here with everyone.
I don't know if I understand completely. How can I exist somewhere else if I feel the reset? How can I be somewhere else but in another plane at the same time?
I told you, you wouldn't understand completely. You're not supposed to either. It's all just a mix of complexities you wouldn't understand. It took years for me to figure it out. I don't expect you to figure it out in 5 seconds. But I'm glad you told me your dream, Frisk. No one else would understand. Not like me, anyway. They would tell you to shrug it off, probably.
That's why I told you. But doesn't that mean we're enemies in another timeline? Do we hate each other? Are we not friends?
Frisk.
I don't want to hurt you in any timeline. I want us to be friends, no matter what. I don't want to kill you. I don't want anything to happen. I don't want to experience that when it happens.
Frisk.
I don't want any of that to happen. Can I prevent myself? Can I stop myself? Sans,
Frisk?
I care about you.
I care about you too, Frisk. So let me tell you something right here, right now. I want you to always remember this. So please try to remember it. And let me speak so I can tell you. Don't freak yourself out. Now. In every timeline, I know of the same things I know now, that never changed. I know of this timeline. I even know of the bad ones where I'm giving you a bad time. But no matter what timeline we're in, no matter how bad things get between us, between timelines, no matter who gets hurt,